hits. All right, so some of the blocks from the past week, when we start off as if we're starting on the treadmill, and it's a very aggressive block, number one. So we'll take a nice long bit of time to get warmed up in your dynamic warm-up. What you're going to need today, a medium weight, a heavy weight, and then also if you can grab something lighter, and we're going to use that lighter weight in the dynamic warm-up actually. And then you're also going to need a mini band for the lower body. Okay, so probably the orange or the red. So we've got a 5-minute dynamic warm-up. We're going to start off with a squat to stand. So we'll be starting off in that low squat position with those feet wide, squatting down, hands to the floor, and then we're just going to rotate the feet a little bit here as we extend through the knees, coming all the way back down into the squat, come back into the stand position. Now, if at any point in time you need to stand all the way up, please do that, but otherwise we're going to stay down low. Then we've got that full body rotation, so letting that arm swing around, keeping your body nice and loose. We'll do 30 seconds on each side. After that, you're going to need your lighter weight. We're going to do that standing alternating halo. So standing set position, weight starts at your chest. We're going to loop it around the top of your head, and then we're going to loop it around back. Now, if you've got a foam rollers work really well on this exercise. That's about how wide you want your hands to be. After that, we got that Cossack squat. So we're going to start with those feet wide, sitting back into the heels, putting that toe up to the ceiling, back and forth for 1 minute. And then we'll finish off with an alternating power skip, bringing those knees up, and as an option, march in place, and definitely want to swing the arms on that one. Okay, so we can get that upper body warmed up as well and get that heart rate up. So we got 5 minutes here. We'll start off with a squat to stand. Be nice to yourself the first couple, guys, especially if you just got out of bed. It's going to be a little stiff to get started. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You can also kind of press down with your hands so you can feel that stretch through the shoulders and the upper back. Kind of rounding your back out here. And as you go into that stand, let your feet move. So kind of rotating the feet around here just a little bit, a slight movement. We got about 10 seconds, and we're going to go into that full body rotation. In 3, 2, 1. So stand it on up. Pick a side. Your body as relaxed as you can here. Release all the tension. Finish up one more and then switch. In 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, so in just a moment, we're going to grab that light weight for that halo. 3, 2, 1, shake it off. Start with the weight at your chest. We're going to rotate around the top of the head and then back around the other side. Doesn't have to be perfect here. You do want to keep that belly button drawn in. Feel free to stop and kind of stretch yourself out if you need to a little bit here, kind of rolling through the shoulders, stretching out the neck. We're going Cossack squat in just a minute. In 3, 2, 1. So you can put that weight down, feet are wide. We're gonna sit back into the heel, bring the toe up. We're really trying to open up the hips, the legs. That's where we are going for block number 1.
You don't have to wait, you know my name. Sunshine and rain, some things don't change. Thinking about the days we
make sure your chest is up on this, guys, so your eyes are up. Had to lift myself up here a little bit. All right, so in 10 seconds, we're gonna finish off this warm-up. Alternating power skip. 3, 2, 1, here we go. About 30 seconds here. Heart rate should be coming up.
But nothing really mattered. I could always count on you.
You should pull those knees up. Pull in through the core here. Finish up your last couple, guys, in 3, 2, 1. All right. Block 1 from July 24th, which I think was Friday. This was a doozy, okay? And we're gonna start with it. So, you know, like I said on that first exercise in the dynamic warm-up, be nice to yourself this first round, okay? Until you kind of get back into it. We're gonna start off with what's gonna feel like a base, and then a push, and then a base and a push, and we'll follow that pattern. So we have 7 exercises, seven exercises. Starting off feet wide, just a nice regular sumo squat, okay? From there, we're gonna add the power for a Frogger. Option is to come from the squat into the calf raise, but you're trying to get your fingertips to the floor. Just make sure you're not hinging over, okay? After that, we've got alternating reverse lunges, standing up nice and tall, stepping back on railroad tracks. From there, we go alternating jump lunges. My advice on this one is to not lunge super deep, okay? So make your lunges a little bit shorter. As an option, you could keep going the reverse lunges, or you could step back and drive up. I'll let you know halfway, you'll switch sides. After that, alternating curtsy lunge, where you step outside the foot behind you and drop that knee right behind the heel. From there, we go speed skaters. And then we finish it off with 15 seconds of high knees, option to march in place before we take a 15-second break, and then we do it 2 more times, okay? So a little bit over a 10-minute block. This will absolutely get your heart rate up right out of the gate, okay? So be nice to yourself this first round, feel it out. We're gonna start with sumo squats, just your basic squat in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice and easy, everything's 30 seconds here. Focus on finding a tempo that keeps you moving for the full 30, okay? We're halfway here.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't.
Okay, we got Froggers coming up in 3, 2, 1. Froggers.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
That chest lifted here.
And on we'll go.
Halfway.
Through the highways, and on we'll go.
Couple more. Going reverse. 2, one, reverse lunge. Breathe.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played.
All right, got 5 seconds.
I don't want no rest.
Jump lunges coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
These walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
Try to work the whole time. You're halfway.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till
Woo.
my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Got 5 seconds. Curtsy lunge coming up.
Wastelands, through the highways,
3, 2, 1. Curtsy. Woo. Breathe, guys. Breathe. Coming up, speed skaters, high knees.
and we'll grow in number.
In 3, 2, 1. Speed skate. Drive those knees, those elbows back here.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
15. We go high knees for 15 seconds, guys. We'll drive it hard here.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Right into it. Come on.
Through the wastelands, through the highways,
Pump those arms. 5 seconds. All the way. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Take a breather.
Is what I like. Laying on the beach
Not
with
long,
sunlight in
okay?
my eyes.
We're gonna go back into sumo squat. We'll recover there in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
So then we take a
Ooh.
ride wherever. I always try to let my spirit
Breathe.
fly.
All right, so now you know what it feels like.
That's the only way to get that high.
Stay conservative.
High.
Let's turn it up on these power moves here.
If you're looking for trouble, you better count on me.
5, we got
Give you a
froggers.
struggle, give you a struggle.
3,
If you're looking
2,
for trouble,
1. Right into it.
who will push your butt down?
Butt down, chest up.
'Cause I don't wanna fight pieces, but I'm not backing down. If you're looking for trouble,
Halfway.
you better come. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge. Step back. Chest lifted. Railroad tracks here, guys. Railroad tracks. Halfway. Jump lunges coming up. Keep yourself moving for that interval. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Don't worry about how deep you go on this lunge. Focus on quick switch in the middle and still moving. Halfway. Curtsies coming up. 5, 3, 2, 1. Curtsy. Woo. Chest lifted, chest lifted. Halfway. Good morning legs. Here we go, team. In 3, 2, speed skate. Quick tempo if you can. Going right into high knees in 15 seconds. Here we go, guys. Pick it up a little if you can. High knees in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All the way, come on. 3, 2, 1, rest. Rest. All right, we got one more round. Walk it off, shake it off. We're going back to work. 3, 2, 1, sumo. There they are. All 7, including the last round. No excuses now, guys. No excuses. Come on. Halfway. Just got to do your best. 5 seconds. Going froggers. 3, 2, 1. Frogger. Halfway. Woo, 5 seconds, come on. Reverse lunge in 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge, step it back. Oh. Stay committed, come on. Reduce your range of motion if you need to, but don't stop. 10 seconds. Jump lunge. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. One rep at a time. Halfway. Curtsy coming up. 5, 3, 2, 1. Curtsy. Woo. Come on, you guys. Last 2 intervals coming up. Halfway here. Quick speed skaters in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Keep them fast if you can here. Your last all out in the block. The big one. In 10 seconds. High knees in 5. Here we go, guys. Drive those knees in 3, 2, 1. Come on, all the way. As high as you can. Pump those arms. 5 seconds. All the way, all the way. 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo. Catch your breath. We're gonna slow it down for block 2. 5-minute core. That's what we got here. Everything's 30 seconds long. Once we're done with the 90 seconds of work, we'll take 15 seconds of rest. I think. Hold on. I need an extra break anyway. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I just want to make sure. All right. So we're going to start off with a seated knee tuck, shoulders back, chest lifted. We're going to bring those knees in, extend them out. Make sure you keep that spine nice and long. Also think about lifting the knees versus just pulling them in and out. As an option, keep one heel down, pull one knee in at a time, okay? Then we're gonna flip it over, forearm plank, elbows under shoulders, feet about as wide, keep your butt down here. We're gonna punch out, reset, punch, reset. Option on the knees. That has nothing to do with the punch, guys, and everything to do with keeping your plank while you're punching out, okay? So focus on the plank more than the punch. Weighted pike, you're nice lightweight, arms and legs away, pull your belly button in as you extend out and come up more in like a U position. Your option, elbows and knees are bent and come into more of a tabletop position. Everything is 30 seconds long. Once we're done with all three, we'll take a 15-second rest. And then we're gonna do 3 rounds, okay? Whew. All right, I think I'm totally recovered now, finally. All right, so we're gonna start off with your seated knee tuck for 30 seconds. All right, you guys ready? Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just a nice steady tempo here. Shoulders back and your spine long, you're halfway. We're gonna flip it over, forearm plank punch in 3, 2, 1. Set that forearm plank, guys, first things first. Keep your butt tight, your quads tight, and your belly pulled in. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, flip it over. Arms and legs are out. Pull the belly button in. Slow and controlled here. Halfway.
You're so different.
7 seconds. Keep going.
You don't care what people say, people say, people say.
3, 2,
I'm going crazy
1.
for your
Rest.
baby. Don't know how you make it,
You can sit on up here.
That's what I like about you.
Can you give me a towel? Sorry. All right, guys, seated knee tucks. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring it in. Extend it out. Shoulders back. Spine long. Forearm plank punch. You got 10 seconds. 5 more, come on. Flip it back, weighted pike in 3, 2, 1, flip it over. Arms and legs away. Belly button's pulled into spine, especially as you extend out. Lower back stays on the floor. You're halfway. Three, 2, 1. Rest, guys. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. All right, we got one more round here. Back to seated knee tuck for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Shoulders back. Chest is lifted. Halfway. We're gonna flip it, forearm plank punch in 3, 2, 1, flip it over. Elbows under shoulders, feet a little wide. Keep that plank position here. Halfway. In 5, 3, 2, 1, flip it over, friends. Last exercise here. Weighted pike. Bend those knees if you need an option. Don't stop, we got 15 seconds. Come on, you got a couple more. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Stretch it out here real quick. Grab your mini band. It's a great block to blast your lower body. 10 minutes, guys, and then this is actually our third and final block today. Wasn't really sure how those legs would be feeling with that first block, so we'll be good with this. We'll add some shenanigans for you guys later this week. So on this block, we're gonna start the first 3 rounds with your mini band on, okay? And we're gonna start with that mid-band monster step. So not the monster walk, just the step. So starting in that, I would say half squat position, feet are about hip width apart, shoulders are back. We're gonna step forward and step backwards. So you got to go forwards for 1 and backwards for 1 to count as 1 rep, okay? You do 6 on each side. So as a reminder, when you do the monster step, friends, you're coming in to the center and then you're coming center back. And you want to plant your whole foot when you step, okay? So step like a monster, whole foot planted. After that, we'll go 12 total. Plank alternating leg lift. So start with your feet hip width apart so that there's tension on the mini band. We're going to drive the heel to the ceiling, reset, take it to the other side. Option, you can come down to your knees and just lift the knee slightly off the floor, okay? So 12 total there, and again, 3 rounds of those 2 exercises. Once we're done, I would recommend staying seated to take your band off. We're going to go single leg deadlift to knee raise. Shoulders are back. We're going to work on that balance. You can bring those hands down. We're looking to create that T with the body, coming back up, driving the knee up, okay? So that's a lot of core. So hip hinge for the deadlift, feel the hamstring, come back up, bring the knee in. Your option, you can tap the toe in between, limit your range of motion, tap the toe, bring the knee up, okay? So we're gonna do 8 on each side. Then you're gonna grab probably your heavy weight, goblet squat to tempo. So feet are about hip width here. We're gonna drop back, weight to the heels, elbows going towards the knees, and then we're gonna drive it up. So the tempo is 3 counts down. You'll pause for 1, you'll drive up for 1. And then we're gonna finish it off with that lateral walk. So into that squat position, stepping as if you had a mini band, so just stepping outside the hip, and then coming back to set position. So 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 2, 1. That's 1 rep. I'm gonna do 6 of those. And then I'm gonna go back to the single leg deadlift, okay? So again, we're gonna start with 3 rounds with your mini bands on. And then once we're done with that, then we're gonna do the other group of exercises. Cool? Demo was a little long, guys, sorry, but you're ready to work now. Here we go at 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Remember when you said we'd stay together now until forever? Just us. Said we wouldn't be like all the others, fight and hurt each other, not us.
Belly buttons pulled in on this monster walk.
Yeah, we let each other down. Oh, we let each other down. Yeah, we let each other down.
Step with that flat foot.
This shouldn't be us. Why can't it be us?
Stay in that squat position. If you're going to those leg lifts, keep your plank. We got 3 rounds of these first 2. As a reminder, when you go back to your plank leg lift, remember all the muscles you want to tighten when you're in a plank. That includes your quads. So when you get back into that high plank, squeeze the quads as you drive up and squeeze the glutes. Also have some nice tension through your core. Body guys in your 3rd round here. Once you're done with those plank leg lifts, those mini bands go bye-bye. Whew. All right, if you guys are starting that deadlift, your most important thing on that one is your balance. So be patient with yourself. Pause in the middle if you need to, but you want to find your balance and your stability. A lot of core on that one. A lot of core on that one. Find it. Whew. Use your arms to balance on that single leg deadlift. If you're going to that goblet squat, remember you have tempo. 3 counts down, pause for 1, and then drive for 1. If you're working that deadlift, the leg that you're deadlifting on, that knee is soft, so don't lock it out. It should be just slightly bent here. how far up you can bring that knee. Pulling your belly button in as you go.
Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
We got 8 total on those goblet squats. Squeeze those glutes nice and tight at the top. Once you're done with the lateral walk, you're back to the deadlift. On your lateral walk, you're pretending that you have that mini band on. So you're always keeping tension on that mini band. And if you're really quick and want to put it on, put it on. We have about 2 minutes left. I'm going to add 1 more minute to this block. So all in, you have just under 3 minutes now. Whew. On your deadlifts, friends, if you are struggling with balance, fix your gaze on something out in front and that gaze. All right, now 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. And we're gonna add a minute here. 2 minutes to go. Do not rush. Slow and control, the name of the game, friends. In the last 75 seconds of work, that's it, just over a minute. Work that stability. Work that tempo. Come on, get those last reps in. Those last couple, they matter. Two more. Whatever you're on, do one more rep. In 3, 2, 1, you're done. Whew. Nice work, everybody. Good start to your week. All right, we got a good stretch here today, and then I want to talk a little bit about the Back at It challenge. So kind of shake yourself out here. We're going to start with that upper body. So you can pull one arm, shoulders down, shoulders back, pull one arm across the body, pull it across here. Okay, so Back at It challenge. We are on week 4. Week 4. Week 1 was registration. Week 2 was exercise medicine. Week 3 was hydration. Week 4 is all about sleep. Go ahead and release that arm. Shake it off. Bring it across. And you early birds should know, hopefully, the importance of sleep as it aids in your recovery. And actually, sleep is what gets you those gains that you're looking for. So all the posts, well, a lot of the posts you'll see this week from Orange Theory will be in regards to sleep. I will post, of course, my own info as we go here. Release that arm, shake it off. Bringing those elbows out, open that chest up here. But if you're one of those people that survives on 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I would encourage you to challenge yourself this week to get closer to 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Really, your sweet spot's about 7. So if that means, turning the phone off, shutting the TV off half hour earlier, try to get yourself into bed. Go ahead and big shoulder rolls here. I know sometimes when we change sleep patterns, it's really tough. You go to bed and you just lay there with your eyes open. So a lot of good apps for just, kind of calming your mind, whether it's meditation or just some nice, sometimes like the sound of the ocean helps. But see what you can do this week. You got a full week to do it. Try to make a change with your sleep habits. That's hopefully something you can sustain, right? Because sleep is so important. It's when your body repairs itself. Go and release this foot, switch sides. And then once you get that sleep, that good deep sleep, then you get those badges. So, I mean, I would, I wish we could add badges for the remainder of the challenge for the next 5 weeks and challenge your sleep for the next 5 weeks, because that for sure will get you in a nice sleeping pattern for moving forward. Release that foot, shake it off here. We're gonna kick one heel out, hips back, open up those hamstrings, keeping a nice long spine. Pretty good splat points today, a lot of strength and balance and core training today as well. So I hope this workout did you guys well to start your week off. Go ahead and switch sides here, kicking one heel forward, hips back. And keep up with those hydration goals that you set for last week for the hydration challenge. So don't let that stop just because that week's over, okay? So keep yourself hydrated. Go and roll it up. We're gonna take a knee here. We're gonna put that hand on the outside of that leg, and then we're gonna turn and rotate. So bringing the chest towards the inner leg, and then you wanna try to bring that chin to that shoulder behind you if you can. And 3, 2, 1, shake it off, and we'll switch sides. So knee down, hand outside, turn and rotate. Trying to get that chin back to that shoulder for a nice spinal rotation. You can go a little further if your range of motion allows you to. Great spinal twist here. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Both hands on the floor. Take your feet out back just a little bit. We're going to go back into a nice deep squat here. So nice wide stance. Opening up those hips like a sumo squat. Ooh. And take a big deep breath in, coming all the way up. Lean it back a little bit here. And release. Give yourselves a round of applause. Great job today, guys. Happy Monday. Have a good week. Hope to see you guys again on Wednesday. But back to regular scheduled programming. I will let you know about next weekend later this week, whether we're going to do 9 or 10 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.